How did disagreements impact the Freedom Riders movement? Imagine riding a bus through the Deep South in 1961, knowing that you might face violence just for sitting in the right seat. The Freedom Riders were brave activists challenging segregation on interstate buses, but their journey was filled with disagreements that shaped their fight for justice. These disagreements weren't just about opinions. They affected how the movement grew and how society changed. The core conflict was simple but powerful. The law said segregation on interstate buses was illegal, yet many southern states refused to follow it. Some officials openly defied federal orders, leading to violent clashes. These disagreements made the riders realize that fighting segregation wasn't just about laws but about changing attitudes and risking their lives. When they faced mobs throwing firebombs or police ignoring their safety, it showed how deep the resistance was. But each attack also drew more attention to their cause, making the fight harder but more visible. Inside the movement, there were also debates. Some leaders worried that bolder actions might cause more violence or turn public opinion against them. Others believed that only direct, confrontational protests could push the nation to act. These disagreements led to shifts in tactics, like the famous jail, no bail strategy, which overwhelmed local jails and kept the issue in the spotlight. When riders refused to pay fines for their arrests, it created a wave of support and kept the pressure on authorities. The federal government's response was another point of disagreement. President John F. Kennedy's administration was cautious at first, worried about upsetting Southern voters. But as violence escalated and international attention grew, federal officials had to step in. They sent marshals and National Guard troops to protect the riders, marking a turning point. This federal intervention showed that the government was beginning to take civil rights violations seriously, even if it was slow to act. All these disagreements had real effects. The violence and arrests didn't stop the riders. Instead, they inspired more people to join. Their acts of courage and the shocking images of brutality helped shift public opinion in favor of civil rights. By the end of 1961, new rules banned segregation in interstate travel facilities, and signs that once separated black and white travelers started to come down. Looking back, the story of the Freedom Riders reminds us that change often comes through conflict. Their willingness to stand firm despite disagreements, violence, and danger made them symbols of hope. Their fight shows that progress isn't easy, but when people work together and refuse to give up, they can challenge injustice and help transform society.